Well, what's there to say? The prodigal son has returned. Gareth Bale has gone back to Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs. I can't say that I'm surprised. We can't be too surprised about it because things hadn't been going well at Real Madrid, even though he was a big game player for them in finals. He arguably scored the best goal ever within the Champions League final. The set, the second goal that Real Madrid scored, which he scored, where he kind of did like a, did I describe it like just a jumping semi bicycle kick to score to put Madrid back in the lead against Liverpool in the final in 2018. That's arguably the best Champions League goal ever scored ever, and he's had some good moments for Real Madrid, but clearly things went pear shaped, and there was certainly a lack of relationship between Gareth Bale and the manager Zidane, the legendary Zidane, and so yeah, honestly, yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. I could see it happening on the internet and social media. People have been buzzing about it. Former players. I mean, it's really honestly, it's just amazing how that at this point 7 years ago, Gareth Bale was seen as the star of the Premier League, and then Real Madrid came in and bought him, and he went off to Real Madrid. And honestly, okay, if you look at his stats, 105 goals, 68 assists in 251 games for Real Madrid. He won 15 trophies. So obviously, he could look back and say that my intention was to go to Madrid to win trophies, which he did. But in terms of, performance and stats, he he didn't really perform at the high level that he wanted to. I'm sure of it. Because of injuries, there were many injuries, a lack of relationship with some of his teammates, the manager in particular, the fans, and there were many moments when he didn't help himself. I think last year, I believe, or about 10 months ago, he put up a flag when while on international duty afterwards, had won a match, which kind of said Wales golf de Madrid, and then that only escalated the bad relationship he had with Real Madrid further. And so honestly, it was only going to get worse from there, and understandably, he left. He's gone. He's now left. Gone back to Tottenham, White Hart Lane. Gone back to the Spurs, and I believe he signed on loan, and he's not going to play until November because I believe that he has an injury. So clearly, you can see that he wants to play football again. He wants to be respected, valued, and feel that his football can do the talking, rather than being in Madrid where you're under the spotlight, you're getting boos, and it doesn't matter what you do, you can never live up to be a legend at Real Madrid, to be seen on the same mantelpiece as Casillas, Raul, Ronaldo, Figo, Zidane, so on and so forth, Roberto Carlos. It's just, yeah, never was going to work out for him. Honestly, it wasn't. And so, understandably so, he's left Real Madrid and gone back to Spurs on loan, I believe. And lots happened since then. He's had 2 more kids. Yeah. And what does this do for Spurs, for Tottenham? I believe Spurs fans out there will get a lift from this, because there is that hope that he could become the Gareth Bale that became a star at Tottenham, particularly in his last season at Spurs before he went to Madrid. There's that hope, but then again, the issues are his injury history. He's become injury prone, and so certainly that's going to come into question, and it already has, because he's got injury, and he can't play until November. So I'll be curious and interested to see what happens with him. Yeah. So Gareth Bale. I mean, he's always had good running ability with his pace. After all, when he was playing at Southampton and then moving to Tottenham, he was a left back. He started off as a left back, and eventually, I believe, in the 2010-2011 season, that's when he started being deployed more as a winger. And yeah. Okay. I've got the stats again. Interesting. So back to what I was saying. Gareth Bale has got a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. Can he be the Gareth Bale of old? We're gonna have to wait and see. But like I said before, he was instrumental in Madrid winning the Champions Leagues when Real Madrid won their they went on their three-peat when they won the Champions League in 2015, 2016 to 2018. And he was instrumental, particularly in the last Champions League victory that Madrid won against Liverpool in the final. I believe it was in Madrid. I believe. I'm not sure. Let me check. So it was in Ukraine, in Kiev, where he scored arguably the best Champions League goal anybody could ever score in the Champions League final. Other people will say Zidane's goal against Bayer Leverkusen was the best. It's understandable, but I was a bit young for that. Yeah, I was young for that. I didn't see that one live, so I could say that the goal that Gareth Bale scored is the best one I've seen live. And it'll be interesting to see how he gets back into full fitness and plays for Spurs, the club that made him who he is. But certainly the media's buzzing about it, because Gareth Bale was a star when he left the Premier League to go to Real Madrid, but now he's back, the prodigal son. He's clearly seems to be evaluating his psyche, his life after some of the treatment that he received at Real Madrid, and I would say that it's unfair, but that's what comes with the territory when you play for the biggest club in the world, like Real Madrid. And so now he's back at Tottenham. I'm sure he's gonna try and help out, be influence in the team managed by Jose Mourinho. It'll be interesting to see how Jose relates to him, because these days Jose Mourinho doesn't have the best reputation in terms of dealing with players of the modern era. In the past decade, in the latter part of the last decade, and into this decade, into the season 2020. So I'm curious to see how things work out between Gareth Bale and Jose Mourinho. Gonna see if it goes well. Take care. God bless.